Hey, today's a special announcement. I actually just hit 10 million views. When I took the screen cap, it was 10 million and one view, so I hit it at pretty much the exact perfect time. Obviously, I've been working on this for 13 years. It has taken a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. I've wanted to quit so many times. I have to admit, I still feel like that a lot, especially with how shitty this site is now. But I'm going to do my best to keep going. I think what's most important is I've had people tell me I've helped thousands of people. It's kind of hard for me to believe that sometimes, but I mean, I've covered, I don't know how many games. I mean, I tend to do at least 2 to 3 a month, and I used to cover a lot more. So I don't know how many games I've covered, but it's been a long time. I think what's most important is all the friends I've met doing this. I've met lifelong friends making these videos, and I've even met some in real life, and a lot of them I still talk to now. I mean, I have lost contact with a lot of them because a lot of them made the wiser decision and stopped taking YouTube seriously. I'm not really sure what the future holds. I mean, I hope that maybe I will get some more opportunities. I do still get codes in my mail and stuff, and sometimes I choose to cover them, sometimes I don't. There's been quite a few games announced, probably throughout the next 6 to 8 months that I'll definitely be covering. I have some stuff pre-ordered on Amazon, so things won't stop. You notice I've been taking things easily lately. It's mostly just because I've been stressed about other stuff. The channel has been stressing me out too. My views have pretty much tanked on my daily videos, and I know it's not the fault of anybody. I thank the people who do check in, every midnight PST and watch. The algorithm is just, it's against everybody right now. It's happening to much larger channels than mine. We just had Max say that he had to delete a bunch of his stuff because a lot of his public domain videos, like the music that was public domain, actually got copyright claimed or some stupid bullshit like that. So I think what's going to happen from now on is viewers are going to have to accept the fact that regardless of how rich you think your favorite YouTubers are, even if they have like tens of thousands of subscribers or even more, they're all going to have to kind of explore other income sources, and that's just something that it's becoming more and more of a reality. When I made my Patreon, it wasn't as much of a necessity as it is now, and now I think pretty much everybody has to rely on it. I follow somebody who has 100,000 subscribers, and he has made some amazing high quality videos, and he doesn't even have enough to afford, like, he doesn't get enough ad revenue to even afford his like editing software anymore. So it's a shame. For me, from a personal standpoint, like, I am struggling to afford the last 2 months of my PC upgrades, and it's made things difficult for me. I know that people want like brand new $60 games and stuff, and it just hasn't been in my budget for a while. This month in particular, it's going to be increasingly difficult for me to afford to get that paid and then have something extra for games. But there wasn't really anything happening this month to begin with, so I'll do my best to make do. I'm going to try to get things paid off. I'll have to ask for help either from you guys or my friends or both. And then next month in October, I will have one more $200 installment, and then after that, I'm only going to owe like 80 bucks. So obviously, I can take care of that by myself. I'm not that broke, fortunately. So in November, unless things change, that's going to be the end of my my upgrade installments, and then from that point I'll be back to having a good like $150–200 to run the channel with every month, and that's definitely quite a bit. That pays for XSplit, that pays for a new game and stuff. So until then, things are going to be low-key. Obviously, Orochi's coming out. They did announce that there's going to be a like an early access for the Japanese version. I do not have the funds to do that. I don't really think it's worth my time. I do not know when or even if I'll be getting the Orochi key, so I have to kind of admit that I'm not going to do that. I know people are probably expecting it, barring what I used to do in the past when I had a little bit more disposable income. But now that ad revenue has tanked, and I'm also still paying off about the last 40% of this PC upgrade, I'm not going to be able to do that. But we'll see what happens with Warriors Orochi 4. Now, in terms of a giveaway, the Streets of Fury developer, the guys that are also working on Streets of Rage 4, you may remember that I was a beta tester on Streets of Fury EX for both of the major content patches that it received. including the one that was just released a few weeks ago. They're going to be giving me 5 keys for the game, so you guys can enter for that. I'll probably do that when I have the other keys. The Fight and Rage developer said he was going to hook me up with at least 1 key too, and then after I pay off the internet bill and I somehow managed to scrounge up $200 to pay off the installments for this month, then I'll try to get a copy of Assault Spy as well. I think that'll be a good way to celebrate 10 million views, since those are some of the most recent games. Streets of Fury EX didn't really light my channel on fire, so to speak, but Fight and Rage did really well, especially for the kind of game and genre it is. And Assault Spy, I think, is something that will grow in time. Once it's out of early access, if they do like a console port and stuff, I have a feeling that all the work I'm doing on it now with the videos and stuff will kind of pay off in the future. So we'll see what happens there. If you guys want to help me with the payments this month, I have to admit I definitely do need it. So my stuff is in the description. Past November, things will pretty much be back to normal. I will have more disposable income, and I think at that point we'll see how Orochi is. I'll probably get the season pass for that. Also, Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition is coming out, so that's probably the next planned project that I'm going to be doing after Orochi, since Orochi is going to go at least until October, maybe longer, depending on how much I like the game or how much content it has. So thanks to everybody who supported me. I know people probably feel bad. You know, I talk about how little I make very often, and I don't want people to feel bad that they can't support me. You know, if you watch every day at midnight, or you watch as many times as you can with the daily videos, then that definitely helps me out quite a bit too. You know, people leave comments and stuff. Money is not everything. If money was the only reason I was doing this, then I definitely would have quit years ago. This year, especially, the ad revenue has been wildly unreliable. So that's definitely not why I do this. I like to share my passion with people. I've had you know, some people tell me that I'm the PBS of stylish action game mechanics, and I think that's what my true purpose is to try to educate people in games that don't really get a lot of love from the bigger channels for various reasons. So I'm going to do my best to keep this going as long as I can. Obviously, there's a lot of really interesting releases pretty much all the way through my birthday in March. Obviously, that's when DMC5 comes out. I think there's going to be even more cool stuff announced between then. Obviously, the Nintendo Direct was delayed this week, so we'll see what happens there. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Like I said, Tuesday is going to be the big update on closers, so I'll probably be doing that, and then I'll try to get out some more Assault Spy guides in the near future. Thanks for watching, and thanks to everybody who supports me. Peace.